What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And on today's video I will show you the latest news directly related to our story. I will show you a so-called elevator pitch that explains our problem with plain and simple terms, and it is quite a short document that might help us to spread this information to as many people as we can. On top of that, I will show you how Richard Hoffman can challenge the total immunity of federal agencies, and he explains it on the example of another agency that just lost its immunity, and in my opinion it might be very useful in our case as well. And on top of that, I will show you the call to action that might lead us to the resolution, and I have to admit that this is a completely new path that might help us to solve this problem. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm. It takes me more than 4 hours on a daily basis to make these type of videos, and that is why, guys, I think it is quite fair deal to exchange split of a second of your time for more than 4 hours of my hard work. That is why just hit the like button. So, and let's start with the news itself. On MMTLP Resources you can find this latest article. It's titled One Sheet Reference Revised. And guys, you definitely know that MMTLP problem is extremely complicated, and we have a lot of facts that might be more useful or less useful in our case. And let me show you this document that was prepared by Crucial Mix, and it is just a one-page document that explains in a plain and simple words, in a plain and simple terms, our current situation. And I have to admit that this so-called elevator pitch might help us to spread this information to even broader audience. And let me show you what did Crucial Mix write in his tweet. Heads up community, finally had time to update the MMTLP one-sheet document originally posted in December 2022 and now up to version 6. Update includes new info plus collusion video and FMN links. Available here in PNG file and on MMTLP Resources as a PDF file. Please share. And here you can see the screenshot of this document, and on the mmtlpresources.com website, on this particular article, you can find the PNG version and the PDF version as well. And definitely this might be very helpful if you want to explain within just a couple of minutes the current status of our problem. And shout out to Crucial Mix for this very important update. So let me show you further. Richard Hoffman just published a couple of videos, and let's start with this one. By the way, guys, I highly suggest you to subscribe to his YouTube channel, because in his videos, and he publishes it on a consistent basis, and in these videos you can find a lot of updates in regards to our case. And here's one of these videos. It's titled MMTLP ARB Update and Immunity, and he explains two major topics. One of them, one government agency has lost its immunity, and it is the US Department of Agriculture. And Richard in his video explains how it is possible to remove this immunity. And guys, I have to admit that FINRA's immunity and SEC immunities are slightly different, and we cannot revoke them entirely, but we can challenge different parts of this immunity, and this might be also very useful, because if we remove some, or at least some of its immunity, definitely it might help us to receive necessary answers that we have to know in order to push our case forward and potentially to sue other wrongdoers that might lead us to the major resolution of this problem. That is why, guys, I highly suggest you to watch the first part of this video. The second part is dedicated to his arbitration, and if you don't know, Richard is in the process of arbitration against Fidelity for almost a year. He started this arbitration back in March or April of 2023. And for now, he made 20 claims which have not been dealt with at all. And to be honest, I think the arbiters are trying to kick this can down the road, because all of his claims and all of the motions were denied and were dismissed and without any explanation. And that is why he files all the details in regards to his arbitration. I mean, Richard files all the details in a federal court, and that is why potentially this lack of actions from arbiters and the lack of decisions in this arbitration might lead to another lawsuit. And let me remind you that we have 2 deadlines for his case, one of which will be within the next couple of months, this spring, I guess in April, if I remember it correct. And the major deadline, basically, which should be the ending decision in regards to this case, will be in June of this year. And guys, definitely Richard cannot disclose all the information in regards to this to his arbitration, but he has several documents that might be very important in order to see the resolution. One of them is definitely the document that Fidelity issued on November 15 of last year of 2023. And this document says that they cannot sell MMTLP shares to anyone. Guys, the date of this document is November 15. And right after that, back in the late November and early December, Richard himself bought some MMTLP shares. And this is pure evidence of misinformation from Fidelity. And that is why it might be very important for us to have this evidence. So, and yes, I still think that all of the litigations and arbitrations might lead to the resolution, but we shouldn't focus on these paths alone. And in just several minutes, I will show you another potential path how we can solve this problem. So, let me show you this tweet that was made by Susan Trimbath, and that was reposted by Mark Basile. And Susan wrote, "Nice. Market Regulator Securities and Exchange Board of India Friday told institutional investors to disclose all short sale transactions upfront at the time of placing an order." And this might be a game changer, unfortunately for US citizens and for US markets. This will be very important for the Indian stock market, because they are trying to fight against illegal naked shorting. And it is not the first country. You know that just recently Thailand, India, and even China made some steps towards the resolution of short sellers and especially naked short sellers problem. And at the same time, guys, let me show you this tweet. It was published by Crystal Ball, and it was reposted by John Burda. And Crystal Ball wrote this 15 hours ago. "Nothing to see here, just $1.5 trillion in Goldman Sachs liabilities, couple $100 billion in securities sold and not yet purchased from the fund who you know spoofs us every day illegally." And he refers to his own tweet that he published on February 17, and let me quote it for you. "Around $1.5 trillion in liability in this one Goldman Sachs subsidiary alone, and $222 billion in securities sold under agreements to repurchase." And it means all of these securities were shorted. And this is just one of their hundreds of subsidiaries. And guys, this is the document. Basically, it is their earnings report, their quarterly report, where they disclose this information. And the problem is really huge. If only one subsidiary of one major bank has more than $222 billion in securities sold and not yet purchased. And this means the total amount of these short positions from major hedge funds might be really mind-blowing. So, and that is why we have to fight no matter what, and that is why we have to push this case forward. So guys, and let me show you again, yes, in my yesterday's video I showed you this new potential path how we can solve this problem, and we are on official sec.gov website on a whistleblower page. And here you can see that everyone can file some information if they want to help to resolve some problems, and if they want to disclose the illegal activity on the market. And let me quote to this. The Commission is authorized by Congress to provide monetary awards to eligible individuals who come forward with high-quality original information that leads to a Commission enforcement action in which over $1 million in sanctions is ordered. The range for awards is between 10 and 30% of the money collected. And guys, we know that potential damages in MMTLP case might be billions of dollars, and the fines for the wrongdoers might also be quite substantial. Literally hundreds of millions of dollars if everything will stay in line with the laws. But for now we have to find the whistleblowers, potential whistleblowers who can help us to push this case forward. And how we can do it? You know that our community is one of the strongest, if not the strongest one. And if you have a LinkedIn account, you can basically do following steps. In the search bar, you have to type FINRA, and here you will find FINRA's official page on LinkedIn account. And here you can see all people who work on FINRA. And you have to use first level or second level of connections. And unfortunately, as you can see, I don't have first level connections with any person who works for FINRA. And that is why you can use, for example, second one and show the results. Here you can see that my personal LinkedIn account has 590 results. And all of these people are working for FINRA, and we have another intermediate person. And here you can see that, for example, I have two other mutual connections with this person, with Elder Kamchebekov. And these people who are basically a middleman, you can ask them to introduce you to this person. And then, guys, you can send them this letter, and you can send them the information about the whistleblower program on SEC, and that is how potentially we might try to find the person who will be the whistleblower in our case and who might help us to solve this issue. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.